Hello, Dusk. Welcome to the quest for 6-7. We're almost at 676,000. At which point we will erect a monument. To be honest, it's been a good few days for progress. I think in the last 2 days we've made about 1% of progress. Which, you know, if you can do that every day, you're done in 200 days. So yeah. You can even do the decimals for the Z and X axis to two significant figures. You can't do that for the Y axis, though. There's nowhere you can stand, as far as I'm aware, that would make your X position 0.67, or your Y position, sorry, 0.67. So there is a limit, but I mean, we're like 10k blocks basically, so we're about 45 minutes away, or maybe less, like 40 minutes, half an hour. I don't really know how long it takes. Oh, I did not realize there was more ocean. I guess if my pace is like 14 or 13,000 an hour, then it makes sense that it would be probably like 40 minutes. If it's like 2k every 10 minutes. Exciting. This will be the, well, we got 5% yesterday, so I guess that's pretty significant of a milestone, but I do feel like 676,000 is pretty good. I do want to get to 6% today. I think it's possible, depending on... Well, I guess if we do an archipelago today, it won't be possible, but then I just get it tomorrow and it would be fine, so I don't know. Shout out to anybody who watched my my recent video on the water bucket clutch. I didn't mention every water bucket clutch method, but it was basically just about the tall grass. But you can do it on snow as well. And maybe I'll take a screenshot of 6.7% as well. That would be kind of good. Yeah, so I got a holiday in May. I'm gonna get to at least probably 10% before that. It's still in like 3 weeks, so I don't think we'll struggle to get... This is week 2. This is the end of week 2. We're on day 14 today, and we're at well, hopefully 6%. Is it worth keeping sticks? No. Your tools don't break that much, so like, you will get stacks of sticks from breaking your boats before you break a single tool. So honestly, it's worth it just to like get rid of the sticks so they don't take up a slot in your inventory. Because the more boats you have, the less often you need to stop. And we're kind of optimizing for that. But yeah, your tools don't break that often. Like, it's just the axe basically. And in a 3-hour stream, I might only go through like 2 axes. So it's not really that big of a deal. But yeah, you will end up with like 2 or 3 stacks of sticks before you need to replace an axe. Because you get like 2 sticks per boat. And you go through boats like crazy. Because they're just so fast. They're just so much better than every other transport method. I also set up my hotkeys using auto hotkey because for some reason in this version of Minecraft you can't change your binds for the hotbar. So I had to go through a third-party method, which does mean that I can't type on signs properly because my binds are like RC and V and tab for the hotbar, and then 1 2 3 4 5. It's like 1 2 3 4 5 CVR, no, CV tab R for my binds. So it's like I can't actually type properly, but it's fine. It's fine. Hi, Kirby. Okay, he's kicking my mouse. Okay. It's not very easy to play in these conditions. I wish I had a webcam so I could show you my cat right now. But basically he sat on top of my mouse. Or the wire, but... I don't remember exactly. I think that, I think that 6% is like 750,000. Which leaves me with like 90k to do today. Super achievable. Like, not 90, surely. I figured it out yesterday. It would be about 6 hours, so it's probably more like 80k, if anything. I don't know. I'm more than happy to do 2 streams today and get to 6%, I think. I want to get to the 1 pixel offset as fast as possible, and I think that's roughly at 10%. 840,000. Yeah, but 6%. We're at 5.4% roughly. I'm wondering where 6% is at. I don't know, maybe I said 7, but I meant 6. 720. Oh, super achievable. Super achievable. We only got like, what, 52,000 more to go? Dude, we'll hit 720,000 in no time. You know what? I like to live on the edge. Yesterday I was doing MLG Waters. I love to, like I said, you only go back to your last bed. And if you don't go back to your last bed for whatever reason, I do have a backup at 666,000. So, you know, we'd lose like 11 minutes. It's probably fine. I only make backups after the stream ends, though. So if we stream for like 3 hours and then I lose my progress, that's 3 hours of progress. But then again, people have lost like 2 mil blocks to not having a backup, which is wild to me, to walk like 2 million blocks and not make a backup. The problem is, though, the world file gets really big. I mean, mine's is already like 4 gigabytes, so you can imagine by the end of it, it's gonna be like 100. So making backups is gonna get more and more annoying. The other problem is my only backups are on my hard drive. or my SSD actually, but they're all on the same physical drive, so there is still just one point of failure, which doesn't inspire confidence. I will fix that at some point, but I just haven't bought another drive, but it's definitely worth doing, obviously. I'm just glad I stream it and I don't record it, because the people that record it need to obviously have all that footage to upload as well. And that takes up a lot of space. Granted, you don't need to keep it all. Like, once it's uploaded, you can delete it, but still. Some people are walking like 9 hours, 10 hours in a day. I don't have time for that. Still, I want to drop a 1% on a day. I want to do that one day. 125,500 blocks in a single day. Sounds crazy, but I've done 90k in one day. So it's just like 2 more hours, basically, if you think of it like that. And then probably take me up to 8 or 9 hours in a day. Probably 9. Honestly, it's not that hard. If I started at like 9 a.m., I could do like a 4-hour stream and then another like 5-hour stream later, or I could do 3-hour streams spaced apart. So the first 3-hour stream would take you up to 12, and then let's say you started again at like 2 o'clock, go to 5, and then do like 8 to 11. Like, it's not that bad. You'd still get like time to eat and, you know, shower and stuff. It wouldn't be too bad. It is like a full day commitment to, like, you'd need to have a good TV show to watch if you're gonna do that. You know, I would do that on a day where I'm like rewatching Breaking Bad or something. I need to have a good ass TV show on the second monitor. The other day I was doing this. I was on Thursday. I lined up like every Ludwig reacts to Mr. Beast video. I watched the weight loss one, the like, oh, you're with your ex in the jungle, or the fucking you gotta live in a supermarket for 3 months or whatever. I watched all of that shit, and it's really funny watching Ludwig go from like, oh, Mr. Beast is crazy, these videos are so ridiculous, to like, oh my god, this man is evil. This man is like everything that's wrong with humanity. You know, he's in the Mr. Beast like you know, like YouTube creators video, and he's like, oh, this was such a great opportunity, like Jimmy's the best, he flew us all out here. And then you watch the most recent one that Ludwig reacted to, and he's like, I'm pretty sure this is evil. And he's like, this video's not this video's not even good. It's so crazy to switch up. But obviously, like, I think a lot of people were naive to how bad Jimmy Donaldson is. And maybe he actually got worse. I mean, I remember when, like, before all of his like charity stuff, he was doing videos like saying Logan Paul 100,000 times and stuff like that. I don't think that he was an evil person back then, probably. I think that, you know, power corrupts, and we're all capable of good and evil, but He's definitely chosen his side now, right? Like, we can all agree on that, at least. Kirby, get off. Oh my god. He's standing on the power button. He's standing on my fucking computer, and the power button is right there. Get off. Mm. Oh my god, stop sitting on my mouse. This is the most disruptive he has ever been. He just wants attention. Actually, he probably wants to sit in my seat. He always wants to sit in my chair. You gotta trick him. You gotta let him onto the chair and then pick up the pillow and put him somewhere else. And he doesn't know what to do. I like short circuits him. And you do it every time and he still doesn't expect it. Oh, there's some red mushrooms. We're running a bit low on red mushrooms. Oh my god! We've hit the mother load. Holy crap. Oh my god, we're at 670,000. We got 6k more to walk. That's... yeah, that's basically like a little under half an hour. We'll call it 25 minutes, and then we're there. Now, we gotta build a monument, so there's gonna be a little bit of resource gathering. I'm not really sure what to build it out of. I thought about building it out of wood, but it seems a bit boring. I might build it out of stone. In which case I'd have to go mine the stone, you know, smelt it into like stone instead of cobblestone. But I thought that would actually be a good opportunity to gear up a little bit, get more iron, because I've just been using my iron pickaxe, but then I've been making stone axes since my iron axe broke, and I've only got 2 iron ingots, so it might be worth it when we get, you know, just take that as like a rest point and play a little bit of Minecraft. I don't want to go deep into any caves. I do want to sleep when we're in that area so that I know that I can go into the caves quite safely. But yeah, I think that would be a good point to play some good old-fashioned Minecraft. Because at the end of the day, isn't that what it's all about? Kirby! He's literally blocking the whole screen. Here, we'll take that iron. I mean, if it's on the beaten path, it saves us mining it later. And I do think there's going to be quite a... we're going to need quite a lot of iron over the course of the journey if we want to keep making iron tools, which we do. It's faster to mine things with iron, so it is a lot better from a quality of life standpoint. Doing those little like rest points where you play a little bit of Minecraft, it's not fast. Like, it's still probably faster to never make iron tools, if I'm honest. Or just make, like... the thing is, you still need a bucket. Like, buckets are pretty essential, and shears as well. So you do need iron. But you could probably get away with not making an iron tool at any point. Like, if you only used stone and you only collected iron when you needed new shears, that'd probably be the fastest thing. I don't know the best way to, like, utilize a furnace. Like, since the furnace takes so long to smelt iron, you might as well collect resources while you're doing it. But I don't think the right resource to collect is more iron. You know what I mean? I think the right resource to collect is, like, wood and stone. Although, to be honest, I don't really want to hold on to stone because, it just takes up more space, and you don't make that many tools. Like, it's not that often that you need to make a new set of tools. There's not, like, you can just get stone when you need it instead of holding on to it the whole time and taking up another slot. But there does come a point where, like, you have enough boats to get you to the next time that you can sleep. And then do you really need more boats than that? Like, I don't need to fill my inventory with boats necessarily because, I'm not using them all in between days. But it's just an optimization problem that no one has really thought about, to be honest. I think that even if you're going to speedrun the Farlands, the most important thing is not really your blocks per hour. I mean, you want it to be as high as possible, but you can't be on 100% of the time if you're going to be doing it for 800 hours. You can't be on for 100% of those hours. I think the best way to speedrun it is just to put in the most hours and be unemployed. Which is, you know, I want to say it's not easy to do. It is easy to be unemployed. The problem is the rest of your life is not easy. So I guess it's not easy, but I mean, I could quit my job today. I'd be unemployed. That bit's easy. It's I don't know how I would live, but oh my god. $5K more. I definitely don't need an iron shovel. I used to carry a shovel. It's not worth it. It's really not. Alright, there's probably a clutch coming up here. I'm feeling a clutch. Okay, it's not even that big of a drop. Alright, we'll clutch here, we'll clutch here. Bang! And that only works because of the snow layer. So weird. I mean, it's because of the tick timing, basically. I didn't explain it in the video because it's something that you should best have a visual for, and I just didn't have a visual prepared. But basically, Minecraft happens in chunks of, you know, 1/20th of a second. That's where the physics calculations and everything happens in. If you hit the ground without touching the water on the previous tick, even if there's water below you, you still take damage. They fixed that in recent versions. Actually, they fixed that in old versions, but just not this old. Just by making it so that if there's water below you, you know, even if you didn't touch it before landing, you don't take damage. But yeah, in this version, you can basically touch the ground before it knows that you've landed in water. Which means you can fall from like 55 blocks, and because of the way the ticks line up with your acceleration, if you fall from 55 blocks, you're actually fine. And you can do a water bucket clutch. But if you fall from 56, then you take damage because of the way the ticks line up. Or 54 as well. You would also take damage from 54. And way less. Like, you would take damage falling 23 blocks, but not 55 into water. So bizarre, right? Doesn't really make sense. Which is why they fixed it. But by placing it on snow, you see there, it goes basically a block above. And by doing that, you always touch that block above before touching the block below. And that way you never take damage. So there's a couple ways to do it. Like, you can clutch on the side of a block to do it, or you can clutch on top of grass, dead bushes, snow, flowers as well. I've theorized, I've never been able to do it, but I've theorized a clutch where you place a flower down and then water bucket on top of it. And I don't see any reason that wouldn't work. It's just like really hard, obviously, because you have to hotkey the bucket quickly enough. But we can try it here. Maybe this will be the first ever flower clutch. No. No, it won't be. Thing is, you need to land in the middle of the block as well, because the flower is tiny. I didn't even place the flower before doing it there. Yeah, I'm not hitting it. Like, it's I don't see any reason it wouldn't be possible. It's obviously really hard, and I should stop doing it. But I actually have enough mushrooms to try it again, so I'm going to try it again. Okay, well now I can do it onto here, I guess. That time I actually got it, but I think I think I placed the water after I landed, maybe? But that definitely looked like I got it. I keep hitting the side of the block. That's not really helping. Where's my flower gone? Where'd my flower go? Oh, there it is. I'm gonna make more soup before... What the f... What? Oh my god! You can place water from further than you can... I can't interact with the crafting table, but I can place water on it? What the hell? I'm actually shocked. That is a game mechanic I didn't know. What the hell? Oh my god, I need to make a video about that. That is super cool. How to place water on top of a crafting table in 1.8, 1.7.3. In later versions, you can shift and click, but you can't do that. But how can I do it? Well, let me show you how. That's a video. That's getting uploaded today. Holy crap. That's so interesting. That might be a YouTube short. I've never made YouTube shorts, but I feel like I could go crazy on YouTube shorts, you know? It's just so edited. I don't really edit my videos. I can't do it. I'm like too bad at Minecraft. But I'm so like, I want to hit the world's first flower clutch. If I fall down and I hold right click, do I like insta place? No, that was slow. That was definitely not an insta place. Right? That was kind of slow. Compared to like, that was insta. And then after placing it, you switch to water. I think I can do it. I do think I can do it. I just need to like butterfly click and then insta swap to water. Okay, that wasn't it. I did not place the flower. You need to be like right in the middle of the block. Like if I could just land... It's too hard. It's too difficult. I think I'm gonna give up there. But that's my theorized. And you can imagine if it's difficult from that height, it's gonna be exponentially more difficult at higher heights because the acceleration would be worse. So maybe it's not possible. I don't know. I mean, it definitely think it's possible from that height, but the flower clutch. But be fair, I think if the flower was like if it was a dead grass, dead bush clutch or something, I think I could hit that. No, that was a waste of time. At least if I hit it, I would have a clip to show, but I mean, we learned something about placing water. It has a much bigger range than placing blocks. That's so weird. God, you could make like an escape room that uses that as like one of the puzzles. Like, do you know that you can place water on top of crafting tables using that using that mechanic? I don't know how you would turn that into a puzzle, but like it also feels like something that people would brute force very easily, unless, of course, you threw them a bunch of red herrings. Because if you just put someone in a room with a water bucket and crafting tables, obviously they're going to figure out, you know, oh, I have to do something with the water bucket. It's not going to take them long to figure out that you can place it when you shouldn't be able to. But if there was other stuff in their inventory, maybe they wouldn't notice. Alright, like 4K more blocks. Would have been a lot faster if I didn't waste my time doing the flower clutch. It's fine. I mean, these are the things that make it fun, right? Is like messing about a bit. And I do think that learning about, you know, beta 1.7.3 mechanics, I do think it's very interesting. And it has made the challenge a lot more fun, knowing that the game mechanics have changed so much since modern Minecraft versions. Like, I didn't play when beta 1.7.3 existed. I played basically at 1.0. I think it was technically the release before that, so like I guess beta 1.8 maybe. But I mainly played in 1.0. Like I think 1.0 came out in January and I got the game in December. So I mainly played on 1.0. I think 1.2.5 was the first version I remember having like a long running survival world. Because I think when the game came, or like when I got the game, I was 8. I would have been too young to probably play a survival world properly. But yeah, I do remember having a long-standing world on 1.2, 1.2.5. And I'm sure I upgraded all the way to 1.7 with that world. 1.7 was kind of one of the GOAT versions for mods as well. There were a lot of good mods around that time. And then it was 1.12 for a long time, and now 1.26 has all the mods. I think Minecraft Mojang released the like deobfuscated code and stuff. Obviously that makes modding a lot easier, but it's so amazing that like new versions of Minecraft still have modding scenes, whereas like back in the day, you would be waiting months, maybe years for the modding API to come out for newer versions. Like, and then guess what? Your favorite mod creator isn't interested in updating the version. So you got a mod that's on 1.12 and it's just stuck there. Nowadays, that doesn't really happen. Like, there's a bunch of mods for the newest versions. Maybe not like, you know, the newest release, but like the one before that and stuff. Like, obviously mods take work to update, but like they're still up to date with like modern versions. It's so cool. It's just a bit of a privilege that we did not have back in the day. And it's so cool to see that there's an active modding scene for beta versions as well. There's like a whole like Fabric has been backported to beta, um, and stuff like that. Like there's a bunch of mods now for beta 1.7.3. Not as many as for modern versions, and they're obviously not as sophisticated. But I would really consider after I don't like. Here's the thing: I don't really want to play that much Minecraft outside of the Farlands right now. And there's a couple of reasons for that, but basically it's because I've been spending so much time looking at Minecraft that like the idea of opening a new survivor world is not as appealing when I can just play this one. But once I'm done with this, I would love to do a better than adventure survival world. Just like with a bunch of beta mods and stuff. I had an idea a couple years ago. It was when Melon Keeper Gold ended, or when I was coming to the end. It was like December 2024, and I was thinking like, what is the next step for the second channel? And as you know, if you're a Melon Keeper fan, Melon Keeper Gold has not been active since December 31st, 2025, or 2024, sorry. And I'm happy with the way things have gone. Like, I wouldn't change the way I approach that. I don't want to do another Melon Keeper Gold. But there was the thought that ran through my head at that time, which was Melon Keeper Diamond, where instead of daily uploads of a different game, it's daily uploads of the same game, of Minecraft. Because there's no doubt in my mind I could get 365 days worth of content out of Minecraft. I think I would be like, oh, you know, that's not enough days. There's so much stuff that I want to do in Minecraft that I do. Like, I play Minecraft. There's not been a single year where I haven't played it, right? Like, I always play Minecraft. It's always been there since I got the game as, you know, one of the games that I play. It's always like I'm playing Minecraft and a Smash game. And for the last few years that has been Melee, but when when I first got Minecraft, it would have been Brawl, and then it would have been Smash 4, and then it would be Melee, and then it would have been Ultimate, and then it would be Melee again. So yeah, like this game's always been in the, I don't want to say in the background. In a weird way, it's kind of been in the foreground because I've spent so many hours on it, but it's kind of always been an active force in my life. And I've never, you know, people make those videos that are like, Minecraft's just not the same anymore or whatever, and like it's not as good anymore and stuff like that. Like, I've never felt that way. I do have a lot of nostalgia for older Minecraft versions. In particular, I spent a lot of time playing the old Tekkit version. You know, like the Jaffa Factory kind of like Yogscast Tekkit version. And I have a ton of nostalgia for that. I would be happy to play it again, but it definitely wouldn't be the same. But you know, I've never turned that into like, I don't know, dissatisfaction or anger. Some people are really upset that Minecraft is different than it used to be, and you know, those old versions are still there. I'm playing beta 1.7.3. I've put in 50 something hours in the last 2 weeks on beta Minecraft, which, you know, has been a completely unique way to play the game. Like, I've never played Minecraft the way I'm playing it right now, and it's been really refreshing, weirdly meditative. Obviously, a stream like this where I'm like I'm talking and stuff is a bit different, but those mic muted streams and stuff like that, like, they're very relaxing to just, like, you know, focus on a goal for you know, 2 or 3 hours at a time. And you know, it's not something that requires the utmost amount of focus. You kind of just babysit the character through the terrain and stuff, but it's not like ranked or anything where you need to make difficult decisions and stuff like that. It's very relaxing. It's a very cool way to experience the world. And you get to see so many cool things. Like, I feel like every chunk you load is just rolling the dice on, like, what am I gonna see this time? Like, that surface level dungeon, so cool. But I've also seen so much cool terrain, uh, and stuff that, you know, it doesn't necessarily exist on modern versions, but also modern versions have its own kind of cool terrain and stuff. I would be interested in doing maybe a world border journey. I don't want to I don't want to commit to anything right now. I've not even made it to the Farlands, but a world border journey surely would be quite cool. And it might take longer than the Farlands, it might not. Like, the weird thing to consider is, like, what kind of movement things are you actually allowed to do? Because there's that Soul Speed 2 glitch where you can get permanent Soul Speed 2 until you relog. That would make it way faster than the Farlands. But otherwise, it's double the distance. So it's actually... it might be a lot slower depending on what kinds of things you're allowed to do. Obviously, Dolphin's Grace makes it quite fast. But still, you need to be moving more than twice as fast. Like, you need to be moving basically over 30,000 blocks an hour for it to be as fast as the Farlands. And that's obviously not an easy task. But there's a lot of, like, overpowered shit in modern Minecraft versions that I think you should be allowed to use. I understand why Elytras aren't allowed and Tridents and stuff, or maybe Tridents are allowed, I don't know. But, like, yeah, it's you're not gonna allow, like, you know, horses or whatever, Elytras. It's only really for walking that the journeys are tracked on farlands.cc. Sure, I still think it would be really cool to allow some of the more overpowered shit that still includes walking. You know, not to, like, change the point of the challenge, but to, like, if you're gonna play on a modern Minecraft version, you should be allowed to use the amenities that those versions have and the, like, overpowered stuff. I think that modern Minecraft kind of has a reputation for, you know, once you get to a certain point in survival mode, it's almost indistinguishable from creative mode, right? You can set up so many farms and make, you know, as much of any material as you want. You can fly around with elytras and rockets, and you can make your armor and stuff damn near invincible. You can build beacons and stuff to give you permanent, like, upgrade or, like, boosts when you're in a certain area. Like, with all of the overpowered stuff that's in modern Minecraft, you know, at a certain point it becomes kind of like creative mode. Obviously, you don't get creative mode flight and stuff like that, but you can get damn close to, like, the kinds of you know, things you get from creative mode. And with, like, a totem farm, like, you're not dying. But all of that stuff said, if you didn't enjoy creative mode, then survival mode ends once you've done all that stuff, right? Like, the end isn't when you beat the Ender Dragon, but it is when you become so overpowered that it's indistinguishable from creative mode. And I think that's the problem that a lot of people have with Minecraft that I just don't. Because I'm happy to end a survival world if I start getting bored, but also I'm happy to keep playing and, you know, not run straight for the most overpowered stuff. Like, when I play a survival game, I could beat the game as fast as possible. Like, I could beat the game in, like, less than an hour, go and get an elytra and all of that. Like, I'm definitely consciously making the decision not to do that because it would be more fun if I don't do that, you know? But I think a lot of people have difficulty putting that limitation on themselves. Like, okay, I'm not going to go to the end until I do X thing or Y thing. I'm not going to get enchanted diamond gear with an XP farm. People really struggle because, like, you know, putting those self-imposed limitations, you know, they think it's a problem with the game. And I think it's a difference between, like, being extrinsically motivated and intrinsically motivated. You would have no trouble putting those restrictions on yourself if, you know, the fun of the game is you making your own fun. If you're extrinsically motivated and you need the game to give you stuff to do for it to be fun, then yeah, you're not going to put those limitations on yourself because you want to play the game, you know, as the game is and do what the game asks of you. And I can see why, you know, beating the game over and over in survival mode doesn't scratch the itch, which is why speedrunning is such a good idea for someone who is extrinsically motivated and who likes to follow the progression of the game. Like, speedrunning gives you a kind of progression to follow that you'll never reach the end of, right? Like, even people like Infumi and you know, like hacks and stuff like that, like, they're so goated, they can always get better, and they are getting better. Like, it's actually crazy to watch. But like, the ceiling for ranked is not even just ranked, but like MCSR in general. Like, you know, watch Skycrab play RSG and stuff like that. Like, the ceiling is just so incredibly high that like these people who are the best in the world right now are not even remotely close to the ceiling. I mean, it would be like watching the MLG tour for Melee and thinking like, wow, these guys are the pinnacle of skill in Melee, and it'll never be higher than that. It's like, actually, it only gets crazier. Like, I've always kind of denounced the idea that like, oh, if I had a time machine, I'd go back and beat Ken. Like, I don't think I would beat Ken, even with a time machine, and even with a box in UCF, I don't think I would beat 2005 Ken. Genuinely believe that. But if Zayn went back in time, Ken doesn't stand a chance, you know? Uh, the like the ceiling has, or I guess the floor for top level competitors has gotten just so immensely higher that like, even though people who were good back then are good right now, and vice versa, um, it is obviously true that like there was a point not that long ago, 2016, 2017, basically all of pre-COVID, where being top 100 in Melee didn't mean you were that good. Like, if you were number 99 on the Melee top 100, it did not mean that you were like top talent in Melee. The top 100 started at like, I don't know, number 30. Nowadays, if you're number 99 on the Melee top 100, you're good at Melee. You're really, really good at Melee. You would have won Evo 2009, you know? Like, there is levels to this shit. And I think the mistake people make when they're like, oh, I would go back in time and beat Ken, the mistake people make is just the point at which the cutoff is. The cutoff is not like, oh, people who are 2-2ers now would have been top players back in the day. But the people who are top 100 now would have been top 10 back in the day. 100%. The top 100 has gotten so good. So good. And we are coming up on the magical number 676,767. We are 300 less than 300 blocks away. And or no, more than 300 blocks away. I can't count. We're almost there, and we're gonna play a little bit of Minecraft. We're going to build a nice little monument out of, I think stone would be a good pick for it. It gives us an opportunity to make some iron tools. Maybe we can make some armor. We probably won't get like tons and tons of iron because I don't want to spend too long on this. But I don't know, a couple like in-game days, maybe 20 minutes, probably be enough time to build something that looks relatively decent. But this will be the last perfect repeating 6-7 coordinate until 6.7 million, which is, I mean, 6.7 million, almost 50% of the way there. So we're gonna be waiting a long time for the next time we get this opportunity. So this is a really important one. Like, we got to 67,000, that was cool. 676,000 is, well, 10 times cooler, right? So we really got to put in some effort for this one, and it is coming up real soon. Okay, here we are. So there's 6767. We've just got 60 more blocks to go, 50 more blocks to go, 40 more blocks to go, 30, 20, 10, And there it is. 6, 7, 6, 7, 6, 7. And I guess if we're going to Z67, our point to stand will be here. So we kind of need to clear this area up a little bit if we're going to build a monument here. But never fear. We can make some tools to do that. And let's just start digging, because we're going to need a lot of stone for the design that I have in mind. So now it's just time to play a little bit of normal Minecraft. Being well aware of the fact that this is not getting me any closer to my goal. But that's fine. That's absolutely fine. Design? Oh yeah. I did go into Paint and I picked out a font and then I crushed it down to a small size so that it's pixelated. So I actually do have a design for this. And I'll just wait until it's finished and you get to see it. I'm not gonna spoil anything. But yeah, I did actually design something here for the occasion. So yeah, we're gonna need to take down this tree. We'll just let the leaves decay because we're gonna be here for long enough anyway. And I think we'll probably take this down. We might need to terraform a bit to make it look nice. Like, basically flatten out this area. I think it might be better if I make a chest just to store all my boats for the moment. But I will try to do this as fast as possible so we don't take up too much, you know, time where I could be walking. But at the end of the day, this is the journey that it's all about, right? So if we take a bit of extra time, it's all good. But man, so excited for 6, 7. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, whatever. Let's drink some soup. And let's make one of these. So it would be nice if there was like a cave nearby. I suspect that we're probably not going to find anything of... So 67... Basically, this is the standing point. So I want this whole area basically to be cleared out. So we'll just start by going this way until the edge of my FOV. Which is actually very small, so we can just do something like this. I forgot that we don't have Quake Pro in this version, so my FOV is tiny. I've not actually found it very difficult to switch between modern Minecraft and beta, despite the fact that the FOV difference is massive. It really hasn't bothered me. I know that some people play on like a mod version of beta to get a higher FOV, but you know, it doesn't really bother me, so I've never felt the need to install that mod. It does get a bit of an advantage to have a higher FOV. I know it doesn't really matter for this kind of challenge, but technically it gives an advantage. I don't want to complain too much. It's it does not bother me at all. I don't think it's a significant difference. But it is a mod. We gotta remember that. It's a mod. It's not technically allowed. But it is allowed, but it's not technically part of the game. I think at 10% I want to get like diamond stuff, because I do want to build a monument at 10%. It would be nice to you know, take that time to go digging a bit. I have zero intention of doing that for this monument. I'm not going like strip mining or anything. And I have not done a test build, so I don't really know what it's gonna look like when I build it in Minecraft, but we can adjust it and stuff. We got time. This is the most significant milestone that we're gonna have for a while, so that's pretty good. I want more of that. Probably until the tree, actually. But I don't know. That gives me room to do like 6, 7... Yeah, we gotta get rid of that. Up to here. What was... Did I not... Did I actually click on the chest? I don't know. It's fine. I was watching some old Yogscast videos and I thought it was really funny how you can tell some members of the Yogscast have not really adapted to new Minecraft, because I was watching one of the Tekkit series and Rythian never sprints. Literally never. He always walks everywhere. And it's like, you can tell he started playing in a version that didn't have sprint and just never adapted to like being able to. And it was kind of funny to watch. Okay. That's plenty space, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's like 8 blocks for the 6, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks for the 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ah, it doesn't really fit if I don't take this bit. Well, how much can I actually see of it? Yeah, I can take this bit down and then move the 6 more to the left. Yeah, so if I just dig this bit out here. I should be using this time to like smelt stuff, but I don't know how much more stone I'm gonna need than the stone that I already have. I probably have enough. It's yeah, I think it's probably fine. Okay, let's make some charcoal. And then should I just mark this? Mark the spot. Okay. I want to replace all of this with dirt, because if I'm gonna build it out of stone... Can you make stone bricks in this version? Maybe I'll build it out of stone slabs, because they're a different color from normal stone. I think I'm gonna build it out of stone slabs. Yeah, because that'll be more contrast with the background. I mean, maybe not, I don't know. I could always fill this in with dirt as well, actually. There's nothing stopping me from doing that. now each of these charcoal can make 8 more charcoal, so if I just get like 16 wood, that'll be fine. Yeah, it's probably, yeah, that's enough. And then we just use that to make more. Well, we can make more furnaces and then use the charcoal to cook the stone, and it'll all be fine. Yeah, I guess something like that. Okay, we can worry about filling those later. I got Discord notification. I don't know. I should probably count again. So we need how many total blocks? Like 8 plus 7 plus like maybe a few extra blocks for like you know, the kerning. So what do we think? 20? Or 5 blocks of kerning's a lot. Maybe just like 8? 18? That would be 3 blocks of kerning. 2 is probably enough. Alright, let's see how many blocks. I don't want it to be touching this though, so I still want I want margins and kerning. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then that'll be, what game do I want? I don't know. It depends when we start, because if it's soon, then I'll just do like one of the games I've already played. Like maybe SpongeBob. But if it's in like an hour, I'll at least have time to like figure it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then like 2 blocks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So really I would want this to go. It won't be soon. Have a think. Okay. Once I finish building this, I'll go look at the list. Yeah, if I've got like a little bit of time to set it up, then I'll probably do something new. I might do Minecraft if it's not taken. I'd be happy to do that. I've not done it before, so. Yeah, I'll lock in Minecraft actually. I'll do Minecraft. And if Fraser can host again, then we can do multiplayer and stuff like that. If I'm not done before everyone else. But I probably won't be. I think Minecraft is a game that still takes time, even if you know what you're doing. Because you gotta wait on people getting the, like, unlocks for you. Oh, fuck. The thing is, I do feel like once I build this monument, it sets a precedent of, like, I gotta one-up this. Every monument needs to be better than the last, right? Minecraft is possible to finish first. Yeah, yeah. You just need to get lucky with people getting, like... Like, you need brewing, for example, to get blaze powder. I would need to get lucky to get stuff like that. But yeah, absolutely possible to do first. Oh yeah, Deathlink and Cuphead 1-to-1 is maybe not the smartest idea. Having keep inventory is good though. I'd be able to build everything around, like, basically a nether portal or a bed. Then you need to get lucky to get beds as well, because that's a crafting recipe you don't start with. It sounds fun. And I've been playing a lot of Minecraft recently, even if it's the wrong version. I've been playing a lot of Minecraft, so let's just keep the theme. Yeah, I'm happy to stop here until the archipelago, and if I have time to do more after, that's fine, and if I don't, it's fine. I don't need to push like 30k every day, and I know that I've got holiday soon anyway, so I'm not going to be playing at all on those days. But I'm quite happy to put this on pause for something that is probably more fun. Hopefully. And Sam doesn't have work at 6 AM tomorrow, so he probably won't mind if it runs a bit late. I think Sam will be happy as long as I'm not sitting at my desk for fucking 6 hours a day. Okay, let's see what this looks like from this. This took so fucking long. I've spent more of the stream doing this than I have walking. It makes more sense to fill in that bit, doesn't it? I don't know how big this is gonna be. But we get to start building the numbers soon, because we've basically terraformed this whole area. all of this monument building is primarily because I think it's funny. But there is the bonus goal of rage baiting the Farlands Discord server. Because they don't find it as funny as I do. I was thinking about Storm, and I'm not sad that I'm missing out on the tournament, but man, I want to go back to Newcastle. It was so nice. It was actually such a great place. I would much rather go to another Hexam tournament though, because dude, the food was so good. It was actually like the best burrito I've ever had. And it was in fucking Hexam. Like, I've not even heard of Hexam. This is great. This is a great spot to build it, right? I just need to get started on that. So, I think you can't do this. There's no, like, normal bricks. But you can make slabs and you get less blocks because you only get 3 stone slabs. So you get like half the blocks. I think I'll still have enough. And then we just build. So let me pull up my... Let me pull up the graph. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the bottom of the 6. And then there's like 1, 2, yeah, like... So let me see. The best place to put the is probably here. If I do like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, what does that look like? That's not good. It needs to be moved slightly to the right. We can go to bed. So that's 3 times I've slept now. So it's a bit more than the 1 or 2 in-game days that I thought it would be, but it's fine. It's fine. So if I'm standing here, yeah, that's better. And then it'll go slightly that way, but more to the right than to the left, so that's fine. Let me pull it up again. They're gonna make these into full blocks. And that's that. And then on the next layer, it's like this. And then this. Oh, you can't do top slabs. Oh, that'll just have to be a double slab then. And then on the next layer, it'll be like this. And then maybe... I'll just do that. Do you see the vision? And then it's like... Oh, fuck. I need to, like, make this less. Yeah, that'll work. I just need to like... I didn't realize how this design does not translate very well to Minecraft, but it's fine. It's fine, we're making it work. I'm not a fucking builder. That looks okay. I think I need to dig out this bit a bit more. And maybe, yeah. We just need to make everything a bit more, like, better. If I put that there and get rid of that. If I top slabs, it would look great. Should I make this one more out? No, I should not. What a fantastic monument. What a fantastic monument. If I could do top slabs, it would look great, but I don't have that. Maybe something like that can make it look better. I can't place on top of that. What? I'm so confused why I can't place there. What the fuck? I'm so stupid. Beta Minecraft. It's so different. Why can't I place there? Even though there's room to. You can only do it if there's air above it? Huh? Huh? I'm so confused. Let's put one there. Please don't laugh, by the way. I'm not good at Minecraft building. I've never been very artistic. It's gotta be like that, right? Okay. That's good. I mean, this isn't. That looks bad. No, it's because of this. It's because of this. Once I get rid of that. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's good. That's good. Wait. That's so good. Okay. Okay. Should I just die? It'll probably be different. Let's not die. And I should check my CPU usage as well. Or my RAM, sorry. Oh, we're fine. 30%. Okay, so we're starting here. 6. And then the 7 can go basically here. So it's 1, 2... Basically 2 blocks out from... So we want 1, 2, and then that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. So here's where the base of it's gonna be, because it's gonna go out that way, and we don't want them to touch. So it goes like... Actually, making this gradual without top slabs is gonna be a bit difficult. But it's basically gonna go... like... this. Maybe... like that. And then, yeah, that's... yeah, and then it'll just go out like this. And then it'll, yeah, have... Okay, I'm actually scared that I might have just made a masterpiece. Oh, it's so good! Oh, it looks so good, guys. It looks so amazing. Like I said, no top slabs makes this a bit harder. But if we trim some of the fat, good. That's good, right? That we're happy with that, aren't we? You know what it says. You know what it says. Come on. Come on. Okay, so last thing to do before we send the screenshot is line up the significant figures as best as we can. So we got our X coordinate, and we just need to get the Z coordinate. I've done it! Okay, the Y coordinate is way off, but there's not really anything we can do about that. I would have had to dig down several dozen blocks. Oh my god, it's a masterpiece. It's a... It's actually a masterpiece. Well, there we go. There's our monument to 676,767 blocks. I've got to send that now. Like I'm a bit worried about the reaction. Oh my god. Okay. Right. This is awesome. This is freaking epic. Actually, you know what I should do? It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Okay, well, hey, thank you for watching the stream. I think I'm gonna call it there for just now. I didn't walk that many blocks, but we got to build a cool monument. I might be back later today. I definitely will be back tomorrow. And maybe we'll push a bit further in those streams. So thank you for watching, and then once we sleep, we'll call that the end of the stream. What a fun little monument to build. It didn't look as good as I thought it would, to be honest, but it doesn't look bad. It doesn't look bad. Okay. Might need to put up some torches. Even though I slept as soon as I could, so I don't really know why that happened. Yeah, let's just sleep and hope it works. I don't know. I'll equip my axe just in case. Yeah, okay. I might need to build a shelter. Good news is we have lots of blocks for doing that. I gotta say, this is the most fun I've had playing Minecraft in a while. the Farlands journey. It really is more about the journey than the destination, isn't it? All right, signing off. See you later.